Morning. Hey everyone, it's the day after the first video posted, so thank you all to those who have watched and subscribed. We appreciate it. Took me a while to figure out the editing stuff, but I think we have a good program now. Things will go a little bit smoother, so hopefully things will go quicker. We'll get more videos out. So anyway, like I said, thank you to those who shared and liked and watched. We'll try to keep more coming. But anyway, it's Saturday morning. I'm in the shop. Got a project we started. I posted an Instagram story about it. So I'm going to turn the camera around and kind of show you. We are building a flatbed, a small flatbed to put on the back of our retriever truck right behind the cab. A couple years we've had it. We've found that maybe it'd be nice to have a bed for some excuse me, tool storage and a fuel tank more than anything, just because the retriever truck on a hard day almost runs short on fuel. So we want to add, I don't know, maybe a 20-30 gallon tank to it. That way the retriever, if he needs fuel, rather than running back to the yard to fill up to finish, he can just fill up in the field, or even if the harrow bed needs diesel, he can top the harrow bed off with it. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. 5-inch channel iron, the frame, I don't know, channel iron's pretty cheap, pretty versatile metal. So I got the frame built and welded together yesterday, and now I got these two pieces here. These are going to be the cross braces that are going to go somewhere in here, and that's actually where the bed is going to sit on the frame of the truck. So I got to trim these ends to fit inside there, and then I'm going to bring the truck in the shop and kind of dry fit it just to see where it needs to go. So this will be the actual bed, and I need to build a frame, so we'll have like a headboard or a headache rack type of deal that'll go up to the bottom of the back window, and then from there it'll be an open frame. So we're able to mount some lights, because that's also an issue that we have. We don't have lights, very good lights. It's like hanging a flashlight out the back window to see if we have to work at night. And we don't always haul hay at night. I don't think we ever have had to, but in farming, Mother Nature can get you, so we need to have the ability to work at night. So the harrow bed's got lights, he can haul hay, but the retriever, I mean, right now really all he has is headlights and reverse lights, or tail lights, and that's just not gonna cut it. So anyway, we're gonna build this bed, and hopefully it'll help us out, with the fuel storage and tools, and then the lighting. So anyway, and another thing I thought I should do, the last video I posted taking the cutter beds out of the big balers, and I have them up here on the table. I didn't really explain what they were. I mean, I know people who have balers or have been around baling hay probably have an idea what it is, but figured maybe I better explain a little bit. So I got two out. That one's the one I took out on video, and this is the other one I took out on one of the second balers. They're upside down, so I'll just give a little quick explanation. It's I don't know, I call it the cutter bed, but anyway, it goes in the baler right behind the rotor. So the rotor is what pulls the hay out of the pickup head and feeds it into the cutter bed. So it's a slicer. You'll hear guys call it a slicer. I call it cutter bed. But anyway, so you have a set of knives in this thing. Now you can set, how wide you want your cut. So like this cutter bed right here, you can go down to as narrow as a 3-inch slice. We don't do that. That's just too fine. So what we do, we have a blade in here every 2 sections. So that's going to give us a 6-inch slice. So we have a blade here, 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 and so on. So that gives us a 6-inch slice. Now, if you don't want to run this thing, you can hydraulically, put the knives down. That's what this cylinder is for. So the idea with the slicer is you're making a I don't know, a finer feed. It makes it easier for the dairy when they're mixing in their mixing wagons. Kind of everything mixes together better. Or, you know, if you're in like a real tall, lengthy crop, like, you know, say you're cutting Sudan grass that can get like 7 feet tall, or you're cutting like a real coarse grass, which we do a lot of. It makes a better bale just to slice it up. It'll compact better. It'll be heavier. It'll be tighter. It'll look better. You know, when you don't slice things that are real tall, the bales look hairy and funny, and they don't come out right. So we slice everything unless we're told not to. It just makes a better quality feed. It's easier for the guy handling it and feeding it. Anyway, I am going to get to work on this bed and see what we can get done today. Something I wanted to show you guys. So if you're working with channel iron and you're going to do what I'm going to do, you need to get this to fit in here, you know, inside the channel part. A little trick my dad taught me. These are the things you work in the shop working in the shop as a kid. If you want to get a pattern to trim that, you just need another piece of channel. So I've already, you know, checked what my dimension is, from my inside dimension from here to there is, and I cut this piece to that size. So now I need to trim it to the shape to fit in there. So you take another piece of channel and you just lay it in here right on the edge. It's kind of dark, but when you pull it away you can see it, and you just draw a chalk line. So now you got your chalk line marked, and you can get your torch. So you're going to cut along this line up and over and around and down, and when you're done, it's going to look like that. So it'll fit in here, you know, good and tight, and then you can weld it up, and that's it. So just, I don't know, little trick. I'm sure some of you guys already know that, but thought I'd show you. Alright, there we go. Test fitted. A little more of a gap than I wanted, but it'll do. Like a glove. Everybody has their thing, including this dog. When the welder comes out or grinder comes out, it's nuts. Crazy. Chasing sparks. Like, if you look at her mouth, she has all these little burn marks. I don't know. Everyone's got their thing. Hey, what are you doing? You're crazy. You're crazy. At least put some safety glasses on. Something funny I just remembered with my hat on backwards. When the hat's on backwards, things are serious. If my younger sister's watching, she'll know what I'm talking about. Right? Remember picking cotton and coming out and my hat was on backwards and you were like, this looks serious. Alright, ready to test fit the bed, so let's go get the truck. Okay, truck's in. This is our retriever. It's a 2014 International 4300 with a Hauser built retriever bed. These guys are out of Arizona. My dad and I, a couple years ago when we got this truck, we drove down there and picked it up and got to visit with them for a while. Kevin, the dad, has since passed away, but man, just awesome people. Visited with Kevin a lot and looked at his collection of John Deere tractors. The only time I've ever seen a 4020 with four-wheel drive. I think it was hydraulic, front four-wheel drive, but it was a factory option, a rare thing. He had a lot of 4020s. He had the 7520 articulating John Deere, but just great people. I know his son Chance is still down there building these beds. So if you guys are in the need of a retriever bed, this is the way to go. This is the Cadillac setup. So anyway, back to our flatbed. It's gonna go right in here. So, well, I guess I'll explain a little bit more. This part of the bed here will telescope in and out, and you adjust that according to what, how tall your stacks are. So if you're hauling 3 highs, this is going to be slid in all the way. This position is for 4 highs. So we haul 2 tiers of 4, so we haul 8 bales at a time, and that works well for us. So that's what we do. We don't like to go over 4 high because of the weight and also the danger of having something stacked over 4 high. There's just more of a chance for stacks to fall over. So anyway, what he would do when he's retrieving, the bed's going to go up and those clamps are going to open, and he's going to go around the stack back up to it and basically scoop it up with those clamps there. And then he's going to, that thing's going to move back and forth. He will clamp that down to pinch the top of the stack so it holds it, and then the bed, just he puts it back down and he takes off to the stack and then comes back for another one. So anyway, I'm going to get to measuring and fitting. Easiest way to get Casey's attention in the shop: turn a grinder on. Watch. Oh hey, where you been? Come looking for sparks? Well, that's going to do it for today. Me and Casey are going to go home. Anyway, we got the frame welded together and then started the backboard, headboard, headache rack, whatever you want to call it. So got that all done, and then we'll get it attached to the bed. But we'll bring you guys along as we go and show you the final result. So thanks for watching. Comment, let us know what you want to see, what you think, share it, and we'll see you next time. The videos hopefully get a little more interesting. I mean, chop work's not for everybody, But as we get closer to our hay season, you know, that's when we'll have the equipment out in the field running, and I know everybody enjoys farm equipment. So thanks a lot. See you later.